Ambassador Kenneth Quinn, thank you for that very nice introduction. As governor, I want to welcome all of you here for this Hunger Summit. We're so pleased to have all of you and all of the international visitors here in the state of Iowa. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge a number of our elected officials, people I work closely with. Of course, our senior senator, my longtime good friend, Senator Chuck Grassley, is here. We also have Lieutenant Governor Kim Reynolds, a number of other state officials, our state treasurer, Michael Fitzgerald, Mary Mosman, who's the state auditor, is here. We have a number of legislators, Senator Jack Whitver, Senator Janet Peterson, Senator Matt McCoy, Representative Linda Upmeyer, Representative Rob Taylor, Representative Kenneth Kester, and they're all important people. They're all people I need to work with. So, and I want to thank them for being here and showing their support for this very important event. In the fall of 2006, when I was the president of Des Moines University, which is our medical school here in the capital city, Ambassador Ken Quinn contacted me about being a co-founder of a new event that honors Dr. Borlaug and recognizes Iowa's success in fighting hunger and poverty while uniting further action against both of these subjects. The concept of the event was to provide an opportunity for people from all around our state to come together around the idea and commitment to ensure families have enough to eat both in Iowa and around the globe. This event, of course, became the Iowa Hunger Summit, and the first took place here in 2007. And I had the honor of being here as one of 4 governors, I think at that time, that was present, along with Dr. Norman Borlaug, to kick off this event. And I'm proud to come back again as governor and participate. It's a great event. This year is very special because this is the year that we honored Dr. Norman Borlaug as we celebrated the centennial of his birth. And we did it, I think, and somebody asked me, what's the highlight of your life? I said, this is truly one of the highlights of my life. On the March 25th, the state of Iowa unveiled the Borlaug statute in Statuary Hall, Washington, D.C. Senator Grassley was there, our entire congressional delegation, all of the congressional leadership, we had a lot of farmers from Iowa that were there too. Craig Hill was there. The Borlaug statute, which is really an outstanding, exquisite statute, was unveiled on that day. And, you know, it will be there for people that visit our nation's capital to inspire them and help build this tremendous effort that he started. He started the World Food Prize. He really has made such a difference in the world, and he is now one of the 2 that represents the state of Iowa in Statuary Hall. So that's pretty exciting, and I know that Dr. Borlaug's important work will continue with things like this Hunger Summit and with the opportunity for people to be inspired by seeing his statue and learning about his outstanding career and the difference he made in preventing starvation of nearly 1 billion people in the world. To honor this occasion and Dr. Borlaug, I'm pleased now to have a proclamation that designates October 16th, that's the day that the World Food Prize is going to be presented, 2014, as Dr. Norman Borlaug and World Food Prize Day in Iowa. You can see it's on official stationery. I've already signed it. I'll read the proclamation. Whereas Dr. Norman E. Borlaug was born on a farm in Iowa, educated in a one-room school, and worked his way through college during the Depression, eventually earning a PhD in plant pathology. And whereas Dr. Borlaug spent decades in Mexico developing a new variety of wheat which could dramatically increase yields and resist disease, which he then brought to India and Pakistan as a great famine threatened those countries. And whereas Dr. Borlaug received the Nobel Peace Prize for his role as the father of the Green Revolution, which resulted in the saving of as many as 1 billion lives by averting mass starvation. And whereas the World Food Prize Foundation was endowed by Des Moines philanthropist John Ruan, which has enabled us to have an annual $250,000 award to be presented to laureates from around the world. And whereas the state of Iowa and the Iowa legislature have expressed consistent support for the mission of the World Food Prize and enacted a permanent day of recognition on October 16th as Dr. Norman E. Borlaug World Food Prize Day, and whereas the United States Senate designated October 16th as World Food Prize Day throughout America in recognition of Dr. Norman E. Borlaug, and whereas Dr. Borlaug was acknowledged as one of history's greatest humanitarians by receiving the Congressional Gold Medal, America's highest civilian honor, and with the receipt of that award, he became one of only 3 Americans in all of history of the United States of America to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and the Congressional Gold Medal. Now, therefore, I, Terry E. Branstad, Governor of the State of Iowa, do hereby proclaim October 16, 2014 as Dr. Norman E. Borlaug World Food Prize Day in Iowa, and urge all people of Iowa to take steps to recognize Dr. Borlaug and commemorate his achievement by taking part in World Food Prize events during the week of October 13th through the 19th, 2014. I further call upon all educational institutions in the state of Iowa to take appropriate steps to ensure that Dr. Borlaug's achievements and his impact on humanity are known to all students so that future generations of Iowans will appreciate the enormous contributions to mankind made by this Iowa hero and World Food Prize laureates in the battle to alleviate world hunger. And I'm proud to have signed this on the 5th day of September, and I'm now going to present it to Ambassador Ken Quinn.
Thank you, Governor. That was terrific. All right, thank you. And you're okay to stay up here? Yes. Oh, thank you, Governor, for that wonderful welcome, for this terrific proclamation, and for being here. I've asked the Governor to stay because we have another special presentation to make, but I want to take from your remarks talking about Dr. Borlaug and the statue, which to say that not only, of course, is Dr. Borlaug honored by Iowa, all around the world. So here's Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, who is here from India. Yes, that's right. And they have a statue of Dr. Borlaug in India, which the governor saw when he was there. And Dr. Swaminathan worked with Dr. Borlaug on those early days of the Green Revolution. And then I found out that, and I of course knew that, and there's statues of him in Mexico. I think the Minister of Agriculture of Mexico is just arriving today. But I found out that in Iran, they also consider Dr. Borlaug a hero and invited me to come there. And I said, oh my gosh. And they gave him a gold medal, Dr. Borlaug in 2000. And we have Dr. Gudars Najafian here from Iran, who's come. He's a wheat scientist to be part of our program in that kind of Iowa kind of exchange around agriculture and food that helps build understanding in the world. So Dr. Najafian, welcome to you. And so now I want to invite Mary Fredrick to come up here because we have a special award and presentation for you. Last year, and I'm so sorry that Governor Bob Ray couldn't be here, he with Dr. Borlaug is one of my great inspirations in life, and he said to ask me to explain to you that he couldn't be here, but we want to present to you the Robert D. Ray Iowa Shares Humanitarian Award for the work as your leadership at Self-Help International, helping children in Ghana and Nicaragua. Self-Help has worked there since 1979, and that Dr. Borlaug personally urged Self-Help to become involved and help farmers use quality protein maize, nutritious maize, and in Ghana, and continuing that Norman Borlaug legacy. And so now more than 25,000 children receive school lunches with the support of Self-Help. And their headquarters in Ghana is in the home village of John Kufuor, President Kufuor, our 2011 laureate. And so we're so pleased. Where's Nora Tobin? Nora, come on up here. Nora is the new executive director of Self-Help. And Mary, thank you, Governor, for helping us present the Robert D. Ray Iowa Shares Humanitarian Award to Mary Fredrick. Stay here. Yes. And so we also have, where are you going, Nora? Come back. Come on. Yeah, and so we have one for Self-Help International, because Mary's going to take this now home with her, and since she's retired, we wanted Self-Help to have one to hang up there. So I'm going to come over here, and we'll have a picture of that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, Governor, you'd like, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. We can leave this here if you wish, or yeah. You don't have to hold it while you speak, but that's yeah. So I invite Mary to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I've been coming since 1999 with the World Food Prize, and this is the 8th year for the Iowa Hunger Summit. I think it's a marvelous thing. I just want to do one little quick thing. In 1999, a woman came up and she started talking, and she said, "I just love coming to Iowa because all the towns are named after their water towers." Well, all of us started laughing except the people from other countries who were scratching heads, saw no humor or understanding. I love that. Thank you, Ambassador Quinn, and the World Food Prize nominating committee for selecting me for this prestigious award. I'm deeply honored and humbled. I thank the staff in Waverly, Ghana, Nicaragua, as well as Self-Help International board members. They worked with me as a team to strengthen and to expand the programs. Dr. Borlaug was my mentor, and I'm sure he's here in spirit today. Pleased especially to see the many young people in this room, challenging you to reach the stars. On behalf of Self-Help International and the spirit of Dr. Borlaug, I have two requests. Be proud of and spread the word about Self-Help International. It's a small, mighty organization in Iowa that has helped thousands of farm families become self-sufficient. Secondly, I ask each of you, especially the young, today to remember those less fortunate and become part of the solution to ending hunger so we can have world peace. Thank you very much.